Credit Union Walk of Fame is a unique element of this beautiful park and something that's very special to our family. And as Michael alluded to earlier, it's something that my father helped dream up, and it combines many of the elements of things that he loved, including soccer fields, landscape, monuments, and the men and women who helped make the sport so great here in Texas. Today's recipient is a great friend of FC Dallas and somebody who has had a tremendous impact on my life. The Walk of Fame recognizes contributions to the sport of soccer here in the state of Texas. And in his 24 years at SMU, Schellas Hyndman has distinguished himself on many levels, building the state's only Division I soccer program into a national powerhouse in the process. His uncanny resume is a credit to his ability to consistently motivate his players. Whether it's youth national team players, which I assume we have some of you over there, or slugs like myself back when I played, Schellas always finds a way to get the best out of his players. His career records more than speak for themselves. In 34 years of coaching, he has never had a losing season. He has made 28 trips to the NCAA tournament. He is SMU's all-time winningest coach across all sports. He has been named Coach of the Year 8 times in 3 different conferences. And his 459 wins give him the second most among active coaches and make him the 4th winningest coach in the history of soccer at the NCAA level. Although his credentials as SMU soccer coach are qualification enough to be enshrined here in the Walk of Fame, perhaps his most significant contribution to the city of Dallas has been the tens of thousands of youth soccer players he's influenced over the years through his soccer camps and youth soccer teams. Whether these players had a future in soccer or not, they learned valuable lessons from Schellas that would help them in every aspect of their life. Having had the opportunity to learn about his motivational tactics firsthand, I can tell you few coaches approach the game with the same intensity and creativity. Many of you may know that in addition to his success as a soccer coach, Schellas is a 10th degree black belt. That's right, 10th. I'd always heard about 10th degree black belts, but didn't actually know there was ever anybody who made it to that level. And his particular art, which some of you know, is Tweety, if I have that correct, which I definitely couldn't spell. In his free time, through a martial arts studio he runs, Schellas has also introduced thousands of students here in Dallas to martial arts as well. It's quite a hobby. In fact, going back a few years, legend has it that you would invite various Dallas Cowboys players to come over to your studio and hit or kick you as hard as they could while you stood defenseless in what I'll term as very sensitive spots. And I guess you were trying to teach self-discipline in your classes, which I still can't believe. I'm just glad that you didn't employ the same tactics with the soccer team, because my career would have been very abbreviated. Needless to say, over the years, his teams, though, have not struggled with discipline. That's always been a quality of Schellas' team. So it's my pleasure to introduce my friend and a great addition to the Texans Credit Union Walk of Fame, Schellas Hyndman.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. I apologize, but I did put some notes down, and this is such an emotional event for me. I don't want to miss anything, so please bear with me. Obviously, it's a great honor to be here. Thank you for the Texas Credit Union and the Selection and Nomination Committee for giving me this great honor. What makes this even more special is being presented by a very good friend, captain of my first SMU soccer team at SMU, and to be here in such a beautiful place, Pizza Hut Park, which was and is the legacy and the vision of Lamar Hunt. I can't think of a better place for me to be at this time in the world. So thank you very much for that. I feel touched and humbled for this great award, to follow in the footsteps in the company of the previous recipients who have given so very much to the sport of soccer in the state of Texas and in Dallas. So this is very, very humbling for me. I've been a college coach for 31 years. And throughout those 31 years, I can't remember all the wins and losses, but I can tell you, I can remember every player that ever played for me at SMU. And it goes to show you, as coaches, it's all about the players and that relationship and the love of the game. I feel fortunate to be at SMU for the last 24 years, and I can still remember my first year at SMU. When I came in, Clark was on the team, and we were training at Ownby Stadium. Ownby Stadium at SMU used to be AstroTurf. And on that AstroTurf, in the Texas heat, it would be 100 degrees weather-wise, and be 120 degrees on the turf. I still remember days where we stood there and we couldn't stand still because the heat was so hot, if you can remember, Clark. Those were some great days because of the people. I don't know if Clark would agree with me, but those were some great training sessions as well. Soccer's always been a big part of my life. When I came to Dallas, a good friend of mine, J.W. Davis, who is here, came to me and said, why don't we start a soccer club? So we started a soccer club called the Dallas Hornets. With that soccer club, my son, Tony, was involved in the Classic League and played. And I used to go out to all the fields in the community. Hobby Field, UTD, Moss Field, Fair Oaks, all those fields. And now I'm so happy to say I'm still going back to those fields, including Pizza Hut Park, where my daughter Tamara is playing and my grandson Emerson is playing. So you can see I've been very, very fortunate to still be in the game of soccer. During my career in soccer, I have met some wonderful people through the sport of soccer. Many of those people are here today. I thank you very much for taking the time to be here and sharing this special moment with me, because this is a special moment in my life. None of us get into coaching for awards. We get into the coaching because of the passion that we have for the game. And if we do a good job and we get the chance to develop people, sometimes those awards will come. I really want to thank, again, the nominating committee, the selection committee, the Texas Credit Union for having such a great event and to recognize the people in the community that have made a difference. I hope I have. I also want to thank my wife, Cammie, and my family, the team, for being here today. It means a lot to me, for supporting me. Today, as I am being honored here, I feel that the honor is not just for me, it's for everything that I've worked so hard to do, and that I hope that we can continue to make Dallas one of the best soccer cities in the United States. Thank you very much for sharing this with me.